Welcome to another episode of the Granite on the Capitol Hill podcast. I'm your host, William.
I'm your co-host Bryson. Let's have you. How y'all doing?
And yeah, first things first, leave these white girls alone. Shannon Sharpe, you're almost 60, nigga.
You said what?
He's almost 60, fucking with a 19 to
Listen,
21-year-old.
I mean, is she bad though?
He's 60, nigga. I don't want to hear that.
Will, is she bad though?
I don't know. Not to
I
me.
mean, listen, as
You
someone
look up
who,
basic ass. You telling me
as
you gonna be 60? You gonna be 60 fucking with a 19 to 21-year-old white girl?
listen, if I'm 60 and single, it ain't never too old to play in the snow, my brother. Anyway,
Nigga, I'm not talking about the base of it. I mean, hey, if you want to play in the snow, play in the snow. I'm talking about the fucking age. The age is a
oh,
problem. He's
oh,
almost
bro,
60.
listen. Maybe you want to feel young. My boy want to feel young.
Well, okay, he's almost 60. He can get somebody 30 and be okay. This is still a 20-year age gap.
Hey man,
Yeah, we can get somebody 25. I mean, it's kind of pushing it,
I'll be honest with
but
you. With
hey,
that generation, that generation are used to men in their 30s messing around with 14, 15, 16-year-old
yeah,
girls.
but
So,
man, Shannon Sharp, bro, if you ever see this, we have learned too much about you within at least 7 to 8 month period, brother. You fucking on live. My Michelle in the pussy. Now, my nigga, you getting caught with a 19-year-old. She tricking you. You possibly in a race play. She talking about she wants your big black baby. Nigga, what? You want? You wanting for? Let me find it. Let me find it. Okay, we go exclude the big black baby part, right? We gonna exclude that for right now. Put that to the side, nigga. You have 3 kids and 3 baby mamas. What? I had three kids and 3 baby mamas,
at
and a
60,
bitch was talking about, oh, let me get babies. No, no,
at
too
60,
many.
at 60 is kind of that poor
Like,
baby.
it's just like with Shannon, bro. We are learning things that we shouldn't have to learn. We shouldn't have to learn them. I want Shannon to find him a nice of age lady. You playing in, like I said, the biggest part is not him playing the snow. I think that's on like the lowest of things, like the main focus on. It's really the age and the shit that she was saying in these messages. What? Why?
They say he's a
Leave,
choker, right? He's I'm a
leave the
choke.
white girl alone.
That's I'm
You
a
said
choke.
what?
He told her I'm a choke you because he called her. She called him. She said he's manipulative, and he's like, I will choke you. Don't say that. I'm like, yo,
Just the simple fact,
just come on, man.
um,
Give me
like
some.
she was saying like 25K for per cheek. So not only you fucking with the young girl, you giving up the money. Instead, you about to get you about to get $100 million. Well, that's probably fucked up now. But you giving up cash for the ass.
For the ass, baby.
Nigga, you
Cash.
ain't gotta do that. He
That's
ain't gotta
it.
do that. Cause I remember on Undisputed with Skip, and he was obsessed over this one lady. I can't think of her name. And she was of age. Like I think she was in her 40s. Nigga, that's perfect. You should have bagged the
These old niggas like to feel young, man.
No,
They like
fuck that. Like I said, he can feel young with a 40-year old. He can feel young with a 30-year old. Hey, somebody in their late, you want somebody in 20s, 26, 27, 28. Let's keep it around there. Hey, Hi, hello, Blue. Sorry, y'all, it's my dog.
Crazy work. Poor Shannon, man. Shannon out
Hold
here.
on.
Is that what?
There we go. Okay, there we
Poor
go. Hey,
Shannon out here. Shannon out here is wildin', man. Doing the most. Like, he ain't gonna stop until he get caught up for real, for real.
I mean, it's already is catching up to him, though. You really think about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
This shit has already caught up. The Nick. Now, first of all, I don't think this lawsuit is gonna go through, and I hope it don't. Cause first of all, Tony Busby is on this case, and he was just trying to get some JD on some shit that was false as fuck. And the case was so fucking bad. Hey, my nigga, you can't practice in New York no more. You can't come up here with that shit. Niggas like snatched.
Damn.
Another one gone. But for him, bro, it got announced that Shannon's about to get 100 mil. They hurry up and drop that lawsuit for 50 million.
Yeah.
I said, damn, they was waiting for your sweet and sour chicken ass.
Mm-hmm. Waiting.
But
Plotting.
but Shannon, listen to me. Leave the young bitches alone. Listen to Monique. Get you an old gal
Yep.
who's gonna rub your feet in the nighttime. Who's gonna drink your cognac to make you feel good about yourself when you come home. Somebody of age, Shannon, so we're not looking at you weird. Everybody now turning their heads like, nigga, you on this shit.
Yeah,
Really,
he
brother?
was in his 30s and she wasn't even born yet. Like, it's a bad look, man.
It definitely is. And then like with transition a little bit, like with Saquon, um, you know the
Okay.
Eagle. Everybody know the Eagles went to the White House.
Yep.
Some of them,
Some of them, yeah.
some keyword some. Now, somebody beforehand decided to go play golf with the president and Saquon Barkley. Now you look like one of them Negroes.
He also was playing football with the kids, throwing football with the kids in the yard too.
Yeah, he look like one of them Negroes, man. Like, I'm not black, I'm OJ.
Yeah, there you go. To be
That's
fair, do we really expect more out of him? He went to Penn State. The nigga was in frat parties.
You know what? You're right. He did go to Penn State. That is the
He
first question.
was in frat
No,
parties.
like you would still think. Hey, Jalen went to fucking Alabama. You got common sense. That nigga, they asked him, "Hey, Jalen, are you going to the White House?" That nigga said, look around a little bit. Oh, okay, Jalen. And then it came up. It was scheduling conflicts. That nigga said, "I'm not going to that shit. Fuck, dude." And like a lot of the defense and a decent amount of offense didn't go to the White House. Um, Zach Braun surprised me. He didn't go. Shout out to him. Threw me for a loop a little bit.
He said to me for
Um, threw me for a loop. I said, "Oh, he didn't go. Interesting." But I ain't gonna lie, Zach Braun, you look like you fit right in that crowd of
really does
supporters.
look like that. Bald head Negro.
Yeah, like
Smooth bald head too. They not a look at on that head. Smooth bald.
yeah.
So
For him to not to go, fantastic. And I don't think, and back to Saquon, I don't think he realized what type of time that we in. Yeah, that you want to respect the office of the president. Okay, that's cool. Um, a question to Saquon: do you think the motherfucker you playing golf with also respects the White House? also respects the office of the presidency because in my hello blue in my in my opinion it's no. Like we in the second term we in the second term that the first time was a no. This time is a no. Actually, it's worse than the first time that he was in fucking office.
Yeah.
So this shit. So for him to even come out and say that was like, oh, I respect the office of the president. Then he threw out like, oh, I was just with Obama last week. Nigga, we don't give a fuck. Okay.
That's the I got black friends argument. I ain't racist. I got black friends.
like, like you throw Obama out there like that's going to be your shield. No,
Saquon's a
do
cornball, man.
not. Yeah, do not engage with the motherfucker. Throw throw cobs of corn at this nigga.
He's a
Come on.
cornball. I don't think he. But you want to. I had a conversation with my family and their Eagles fans, and they was like, "Well, I don't see the problem." And I said, there's only two reasons why Saquon went there.
Hmm.
When it comes to politics, what's going on? Either A, he is not really he's not politically intelligent and doesn't understand what's going on, or B, he understands what's going on but doesn't care. You
Well,
know,
well, I will say this. I don't think Saquon is dumb. I don't think he's stupid. I think he knows what's going on. Unfortunately, I think it definitely leads towards he just don't care. He just feel like I'm just a football player. What can I do? You
yeah,
can do a lot.
I had this argument like we need to stop the keep politics and football separate. No, because
No,
politics still like that still involves their personal who they are as a person, right? That should not be that should not be separate from the football player, right? Like if I had an example, if Tom Brady was an open KKK member, um, would y'all make the same arguments?
yeah, but here's the thing. Um, he played at Foxborough, which I'm assuming is not too far away from Boston. Boston is racist this shit. So
Yeah.
either way, I think Boston still would have loved him. Um, I think they would have Brady regardless. This nigga can come out with. I ain't talking about the simple white robes. He can come out with the red ones, the
Man,
green. Yeah,
Grand
yeah. He can come out one of those, and they still would have
Grand
loved the old
Dragon,
boy.
them
Um,
niggas got Grand Dragon, Grand Wizard, but Grand Inquisitor. Them dudes, they really nerds for real. You think
yeah.
about it, nerds
Like yo,
really.
like, they got a whole tier system over there. Racism. The white is just like yeah, you basic. Once you get to that red, that green, that black, boy, you motherfucker, that purple motherfucker, you
Purple,
you
nigga, purple and gold, nigga. What? Hey, I ain't gonna lie, that bitch kind of fire.
I didn't. Hey, it's kind of like, damn, I didn't know racism can evolve.
Oh God, like a Pokemon. That shit. And you know, I ain't gonna lie. That purple one, it's kind of drippy a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. I'm just gonna
This,
be honest.
this nigga said it's drippy on
It's
boy.
a little dirty, man. I can see with some white Air Force Ones. Boy, I ain't gonna lie to you. I would consider it. Not on no yay shit. Shout out to the Donda too, but not on the yay
I'm
shit.
trying to think of what else has happened before we start getting into the draft a little bit. Um, I think that's about it. As far
That's
as
it.
like, as far as like other football news that's not like the NFL draft or whatever. Um, so we're gonna get into the NFL draft. Give me some of your thoughts.
The
We're gonna leave the big one. We're gonna leave the big one, the big situation, off on its own. That as it deserves its own conversation.
yeah.
But just give me a few thoughts. What you liked, what you didn't like, what teams picked what.
So something I would say is I watch a lot of like analysts and stuff like that, and I watch a lot of pre-draft content, not pre-draft slash off-season content, and something that a sentiment that that I've been hearing and I kind of saw it in the draft too, is it seems like teams are better at drafting. Like it seems like they're some teams, most teams, like a lot of teams this year got away from the drafting of need and drafting BPA. A BPA from their personal board, and um, a lot of teams like make the mistake of drafting strictly off of need, which is good to an extent. It's good when you hit, but when you don't hit, it's trash. It's horrible. It's bad. So I think that the draft it was really interesting. There was a couple surprises, a couple things that was very. I guess some streaks were broken, right? Like um, teams that don't use. That's why I say like teams that have evolved kind of the way they draft. Like for example, like Green Bay. Green Bay never hasn't drafted a first round receiver. However long they say it is, but like they did it this time.
Okay, okay. But what I was trying to say was, I think it was like 2000 or 2003
Yeah,
where the last time the Packers took a wide receiver in the first round.
yeah, and it's just cool to see the teams. Some teams didn't do that. Some teams did draft need, but it's cool to see the teams kind of following that Eagle-ish draft way, right? Like BPA, like
Yeah.
get football player, get good football players slash BPA. I think one of my favorite picks, and as much as I hate them, I don't hate them too bad actually. It's Tampa
Hmm.
Bay, right? Tampa Bay got
Yeah.
Mecca, and they didn't even need. That was the need, right? That was need at all, but they got a good football player, and that's
Hey,
like
I'm gonna say this about the Buccaneers too, because they got that defensive tackle out of Florida.
hmm
That's like 464 pounds.
yeah, yeah.
They keeping that nigga for one specific purpose, bro. He's gonna play for one specific purpose. A tush push fucking eliminator. And who the fuck is gonna stop him? He's 464 pounds and he's 6'5".
I'm not gonna lie to you. He is like I feel like he really has like he should just make his money on being the best goal line stopping.
D tackle, quite literally.
You need to be like that.
Literally, I can see him coming in for maybe 5 plays a game just to fuck up shit, bro.
The fuck shit up.
He's getting all short. He getting all. If it's like third and two, third and one, third and inches, fourth and inches, fourth and one, fourth and two, fourth and three, goal line. He's in that hole. You don't want to run the ball over him. I'm sorry.
Imagine him at fullback.
See, look, it's already bad enough the Buccaneers already do that with Vita Vea. They put that
Yeah,
nigga at fullback. Yeah, they put that nigga at fullback. It's already bad enough. Imagine him at playing the fullback. You know what? Fuck y'all. Fucking assholes.
yeah.
um,
Good draft. Good draft.
no, you go ahead.
Nah, that was it. That was done.
Okay. Um, quick thoughts on the draft. I thought teams. Well, for me, it was making some weird picks for the most part. The Bears not taking Tyler Warren when he's this year's Brock Bowers was kind of weird. But hey, it worked out in my favor. My team got the guy that they wanted. Um, we ended up getting Tyler Warren. I did find the Indianapolis Colts second round pick, JT. Not questionable, but curious because you already got Latu. You already got Kwity Pay at the other end. So for me, it kind of like all right, this is kind of like Kwity Pay's like last year on the team? Like, are they looking to move him eventually? Because I know they're not giving a Latu. Latu had a real good season last year. And definitely from what I've seen from JT, he's very much a plug and play type of guy. Like you can put him in day one, and he's gonna wreck shit. And so it just kind of shows them like, oh, well, maybe fucking Quiddy pays out the door. And I kind of get that because where they drafted him at. and the production that he has given, it kind of don't fit. He better against the run than he is against the pass. I didn't like the Bucks first round picking a receiver. I thought it was weird. I was like, y'all receiver room is already kind of full, and you're bringing in another receiver. I kind of get it because Mike Evans, he's getting up there. He's up there in age. What's his name? He's not young either. I can't think of the other guy's name. Uh, you said
Godwin.
what?
Godwin.
Yeah, yeah. So good one or Godwin. Um, he's up there and he getting up there in age too. So I kind of I, I I didn't get it. I didn't get the pick. The Jaguars trading up to um getting Travis Hunter surprised me. I didn't expect that. Quite literally, I thought they was going to end up trading back anyway. I didn't expect them trading up in the draft. Um. Also, we gotta stop letting the fucking Eagles just get
Man,
these good ass fucking linebackers, bro. I don't know why wasn't it about the league just leaving the best available fucking linebacker and safety back there. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Do y'all not realize like, hey, they keep gonna keep plugging and replacing fucking guys, and they getting the best available fucking person that is available to them. And you
yep.
let them get fucking Jihad.
They just say Bond too. Like,
It's shit like that. I thought the Atlanta Falcons getting Kobe Bryant and Nick Nash still. Still didn't have to waste picks on them. Because I actually had Kobe going to the Colts. I had the Colts picking him late third, early fourth round. Because I actually thought they were gonna trade up to get him. Because I think he will fit perfectly in Indianapolis, but he went undrafted. Don't know why.
Bryant, yeah. I saw him on his Twitter. Hey, Blue. I saw him on his Twitter or Instagram crying and shit. I was like, damn.
Yeah, like for him to be undrafted and quite literally, ain't no way 26 corners are better than him.
Yeah, he said, yeah, that's exactly what he
Yeah,
said.
yeah, yeah. I actually believe that. I don't think there's 26 corners that was better than him. And like, I have to go back and look at the tape at KU. Like, I have to watch like to see like what the fuck was going on for him to fucking drop completely out the
How big?
draft.
How big is he?
Hmm.
How big is he?
How big is he? Let's see. Let me grab my phone.
Cause I
Ugh.
did uh shit Xavier Restrepo. He went on job too. That's kind of expected.
Yeah.
Well, I was not expecting that. I thought he at least would have got picked in seventh, sixth round. Who picked him?
Okay, I don't want the basketball player RIP.
It's probably like 6'1", 190.
It's a good size though for a corner. It's
Yeah, but
not like it's not like he's like super small.
no, but he looks thin. But I don't think he's like Emmanuel Forbes small. You know?
Yeah, three
Did he
time, 13 All Big 12. Like,
did he sign anywhere yet or no?
no, he's with Atlanta.
Okay,
Her
yeah.
Atlanta, hurry up and got him. Him and Nick Nash.
I saw. I'm tripping. I'm sorry. I did see the post of him with his hand up. I was like, that nigga's ugly. But anyway,
I'm like, um, it just the draft was a completely different vibe this year. I don't know because if it was in Green Bay. Like, oh yeah, let's talk about dumbass Clay Matthews. I just remember that shit, the shit that he pulled at the beginning of the fucking draft. Talking about President Trump wanted me to tell you that the Bears,
Jesus Christ.
bro, read the fucking room. This nigga is not well liked. Period. He wasn't really well liked before he got in office. I understand that some of y'all are in fucking bubbles and y'all dick riders, man, to God's know heavens where. But he's not well liked. Have you seen his fucking approval numbers?
I think
That
in the low
shit is in.
the lows
Yeah,
80
he's in
years.
the. Yeah, he's like in the low 40s, and it's barely been 100 days.
Crazy work, man.
And you get up there, and you pull that bullshit, motherfucker. Don't you ever be brought back to the NFL draft, motherfucker. I bet not see you on the motherfucking screen. Did they bring you back? with that same bullshit again. Matter of fact, I hope Pat McAfee kick you off the show, nigga. Fuck what you talking about.
Yeah, that was
Or
wild.
that AJ Hawk. I get sometimes I get the white boys confused. I don't know. I think it's AJ Hawk. I think AJ
I
Hawk.
get
My
the
bad.
white
My
boys confused. Oh
bad.
my goodness, this nigga said I get the white boys confused.
I do. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I be getting Clay Matthews and AJ Hawk sometimes confused. I be getting their ass confused. But those are like my few like little tidbits about the draft a little bit. Um, I think the Jaguars. I think the Jaguars actually gonna let you, Travis play both
No
positions.
way. Yeah.
Unfortunately, Travis gonna learn real quick. Will learn
Yep.
real quick. You won't be able to do what you were doing in college. Resting for 4 days, barely practicing for three, and then play.
Nah, nigga. That shit don't work like that in the NFL.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think that's not gonna work out in your favor, my brother. I'm sorry. Now I can see them putting if he played my mainly defensive back, I can see them having offensive packages specifically for him, like close to the goal line or something. Something simple to where he possibly don't hurt himself. But you playing 100 plus snaps a game, you're not doing that in the NFL. I'm sorry, they're not going to allow it. The owner is not going to allow it.
Yeah, nigga, you're an investor, my nigga.
Yeah,
You are
and they traded up to get you too. Like they are definitely not. Yeah, they're definitely not fucking risking it.
at the first sign of breaking, nigga, they gonna tell you, oh, you're on one side now.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
you're on one side. Yeah, that shit is over. Um, but we gotta talk about the big story. Obviously, we on both different sides of this situation.
Guys,
Um, as everybody know, Shedeur dropped to the fifth round with the 144th overall pick. The Cleveland Browns got him. Um, I feel like this is gonna be not a volatile situation, but this is gonna be one of those ones where it's gonna press. It's pressing buttons. It's pressing buttons for sure. So this is how we're gonna do this. You give your side, I give my side. We meet in the middle and see where we go from there. Go ahead.
all right. All right. So the Shedeur situation. All right. So to start not even argument, to start my thoughts about it, I would just say let's go back a little bit and just look at past QBs, right? Let's just go back and look at some past QBs in the past, who like consensus number one, number two QBs, and then let's look at a draft like the Kenny Pickett draft, for example,
Hmm.
right? A draft where you have a lot of guys who a lot of guys who uh, it seems like they have decent upside, a decent upside, decent floor. Like Kenny Pickett was more like of a floor guy, like oh he has a high floor, maybe not a high ceiling, right? Kind of similar to Shedeur a little bit in that sense. I think Shedeur is definitely better, but um, I think how those all those guys competed, I do definitely think that Shedeur kind of hurt himself. Like then this is aside from to me this is aside from just the off the field like off the field slash on the field shenanigans. Like besides that, just strictly the athlete, the quarterback, Shedeur, I just think that he did himself a disservice by not competing. And the only reason why I think he should have is because, like I said, a little short, this is intangibles, right? I think one of Shedeur's worst and most detrimental attributes as a quarterback um, would have to be his pocket presence. It can be very iffy. Now, you can say his O line is bad. Yeah, his O line was very bad. It was like one of the best, one of the worst in college football. But there are plays where he is being protected and he is taking sacks,
Yeah.
and not like sacks as in like fidgety sacks, like where like I'm scared, I'm escaping a pocket. No, like I'm standing there and I don't see the rusher coming, type shit, right? So I think that, um, and I don't think that necessarily something that you can show in the combine, really. But I think just him like maneuver, like doing the combine, throwing in the combine would have helped them. Obviously, do not run the 40 like that. That is very bad. Like, don't do that. But I would say to him throwing. Um, I kind of pull back on this. I know I said Shrine Bowl or Combine or both. I don't think he needs to do the Shrine Bowl. Now, do I think it would have helped him? Yes. I think he would. I think he probably would have been winning the first round if he would went and if he would have did that, if he would have did both at least. But I just think that his with his intangibles, he I feel like he did need to. There were questions that needed to be answered, and since he left it to just the tape has a lot of things that are in his control and out of his control. Like he has an extreme, which is O line being awful,
Mm-hmm.
but at the same time you have him taking these sacks, and you can see the athleticism. Like, okay, he might not be the best athlete, right? Um, and there's a lot of quarterbacks that are the best athletes, right? But um, they have other intangibles to overcome that. I do think Shedeur is like the best pure passer out the draft. Like accuracy wise, I think he's definitely the best.
Mm-hmm.
He has some decent anticipation. Like he's real. He's good, man. It's just um I feel like he definitely should have competed. Now that being said, one of my things I did say post draft was the only way I felt like Shedeur is going to like overly succeed, like become like a good starting quarterback is if he ends up in a team with an offensive genius, right, as a head coach. Not offensive coordinator as the head coach, right?
Yeah.
He has that with Stefanski. So um, I think that this is obviously the best case scenario for him because imagine him going to New York. Yes, Brian Dable is a really good. But Brian Dable is not guaranteed to stay there. Shedeur wouldn't have
Yeah.
time to beat. He wouldn't have time. If they were bad, even if Shedeur showed flashes, man, they're still probably gone. He goes to New Orleans. You don't have time there. You don't have time there. He goes to Pittsburgh. Oh yeah, you probably gonna have time. But Pittsburgh is a team that has high floor, low ceiling. They have an offensive minded head coach. Like I mean, defensive minded head coach. So there's going to be a ceiling for them. As we see, they can't make it over there. Now, granted, they don't have the quarterback is kind of the reason why they haven't been able to make it over that hump. But Arthur Smith ain't getting you to another Super Bowl with his offense. I'm sorry, he can get you to the playoffs, but that Shedeur would only learn how to be a pure system quarterback. That's what he'd learn if he went to to Steelers. So I mean, I think this is for whatever it's worth. It was the best case scenario for him. I feel like he got the best case scenario, and also it also solves another problem where you've been having dad ball um, allegations since like little league. Your dad being
Mm-hmm.
coach all the way up until college. So um, you can finally beat these allegations because if if you let's say he went to let's say he did go like second overall or whatever. If he went second overall, you wouldn't have people still like he would have way more expectations of like all right, you gotta succeed. Like you said you was this, you know. Now you gotta prove it. And with him going and where he went to the team he went with the situation they have, right? That gives him an opportunity. They give them the opportunity. I feel like to actually um like show the teams that I can compete. I can compete because I think that's all. That's really what it is all about. Is like competing. All right, you gotta.
Mm-hmm.
Teams want to see if you are willing to compete. Now, some quarterbacks don't have to do that. Like Cam Ward didn't have to do that because Cam Ward doesn't have the questions Cam Ward has are questions that um that he needs to like go throw in the combine so like that to answer, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like Shedeur has those, and now he gets a chance to actually fight. So now we actually gonna see what Shedeur is made of, because at the end of the day, if Shedeur does not make it here, let's say he doesn't it doesn't work out. Him being picked in the draft fifth doesn't mean anything, right? It doesn't mean anything because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it's a real competition now. And if he lost, that means he just wasn't better. For him going, if he would have went in the first round, it would look even the teams slash organizations slash owners would look smarter for not picking him if he can't win the competition. Like if he can't win, if he can't win, they gonna look, instead the story will go from they blackballed him to oh shit they saw something, right? And that's what time will
Yeah.
tell. Um, and if he does work out, then you could then I feel like we can make they blackballed him argument. But until we see until we see him play at least like at least like first 2 years, I feel like we should just wait on I feel like we should wait on our takes until then, because this is a situation where like nigga put up or shut up now, nigga. No one's handing you shit, and then everybody's on the equal playing field because the Browns really don't give a fuck. All these niggas that they got, they will gladly get rid of all of them next year and pick the best quarterback next year because they got 2 first round picks. So so that's how I feel about it. That's all my thoughts on it.
Okay. All right. Now for me, this is multiple parts. You gotta follow me. We're gonna go piece by piece. Okay. Now, it's my belief, the NFL. When I say the NFLs, I'm not talking about fucking Roger Goodell. I'm talking about these 32 bullshit ass owners. Got to live collectively together, high mind. We gotta teach this nigga a lesson. Not only him, but his fucking pops. Especially the fucking Giants, which I'm finna get into. Okay. Now, you can say for the NFL this year, it's a rare case. Most teams didn't need a quarterback. Okay. Very
Yeah,
few.
yeah,
Browns, Steelers, you can argue the Jags, the Giants, the Raiders. Well, they just got Geno. But we don't know how Geno's gonna shake out.
yeah.
So take them off the board. So we left with four. And then I said the Steelers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So four teams. Okay.
Saints
Saints. Okay.
and
But here's the thing about the Saints. Here's the thing about the Saints. Okay. It was reports coming out last year that the Saints really like Spencer Rattler
yeah,
in the
yeah,
building. So for me, I didn't have them taking a QB at all in this draft. I didn't like none. They was not picking a QB in this draft. Like the mock drafts that I did, like online and stuff, I had them mainly going like defense with some offensive pieces, but for the most part, no QB because I understand Derek Carr has having issues with his shoulder, and he may not play this season. And so the next person up, quite literally, would be Spencer Rattler.
yeah.
So imagine my surprise. I'm looking at this funky ass draft, right? Looking at the draft, and the Giants are up. Oh shit, the Giants are up. No, the Steelers up. I said, oh the Steelers. He's going to the Steelers. Can mind you, right now on the Steelers roster they have a nobody and Mason Rudolph as QB. Cause they want to wait on a 40-year-old fucking Aaron Rodgers. Beats the fuck out of me. Like he's gonna save your fucking franchise. He couldn't save the fucking Jets.
Yeah.
But then again, the Jets are incompetent as franchise, and that's neither here nor there. So I'm thinking, oh, Shedeur is going to the Steelers. They pick a fucking D tackle. Pause. Hold the fuck on to me. Hey, don't y'all still got Cam Hayward in the fucking building? Do y'all really need another defensive tackle? I get Cam is up in there in age, and you want to replace him as soon as possible. But Cam's still in the building, right? You need a quarterback. Why are we making badass decisions? Then the Giants trade back in the first round. I said, oh. They are the ones gonna draft Shedeur. It makes sense, even though he's gonna be QB3, but he get to learn behind Mr. 30 for 30 and James Winston and Mr. I can't keep off of fucking Sierra, Russell Wilson.
Unlimited.
Hey, I'm not even mad at Russell for that. I'm not even mad. I mean, it's Sierra.
I, 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 yep.
But I was like, okay, he be QB3. That give him time to learn Dayball system, and not only that, it gives Dayball more time.
Mhm.
So imagine my frustration. They picked Jackson fucking Dart. I said, you mean the fucking QB who own like yeah, like he threw a shit ton of touchdowns. Most of the touchdowns became against lower competition. They wasn't quality fucking opponents. His numbers actually dipped when he played against better SEC competition. Why are we picking the number three nigga when the number two nigga is right there on the board? But and then it got me to thinking to Dion's draft with the Giants. Do you remember the story that Dion told about him getting drafted? He had a meeting with the Giants.
Mm.
So Dion told a story where he went to go meet the Giants. They was at number nine. And Dion asked him, "Where you at? Where you at in the draft?" Oh, we at number nine. He was like, "I don't know why I'm talking to y'all. I'm not gonna be on the board." So to me, with the Giants, that was a big fuck you. The Dion like, oh, we don't gotta draft your son. Okay. Then we get in the second round. I'm like, all right, Shedeur gonna go second round. Cool. He's gonna go second round. Okay. Waiting. Okay. Saints come up. They need a QB. You know, okay. Then I need they don't need a QB. The Saints are up. Okay. I had them taking a defensive end. I actually had them taking the dude from Ohio, uh JT. And
Okay. Okay.
yeah, so I had them taking JT. I can't pronounce his last name. So we call him JT. So I had the Saints taking him, and
Okay.
they picked Tyler Slew from Louisville. I said, "Oh, the fixing in these niggas are fucking playing." First of all, I had Tyler going undrafted. Like he wasn't going to get picked up. None, zero, zilch. He's 25. You have three lower leg injuries. Not only that, you did lose your job. You did lose your job to somebody who's now in the XFL, who is now also a backup. That's concerning. You couldn't be a backup XFL player for a job. Quite concerning. Don't know why. And people will hang up on age. Oh, he's 25. He's 25. He's 25. I'm not hung up on the age. Hey, we seen fucking Brandon Wheaton get drafted at the age of 30 by the Cleveland fucking Browns in the 2012 draft. But he was fucking 30 because he went to go play baseball, failed at that, came back to football, played at Oklahoma State, and fucking failed with Cleveland. So I'm just still going through. I'm like, all right, bro, like y'all playing, all right. And I get players drop. It happens. That's necessarily the point, but some of the players that was being picked before him, it was like, y'all know y'all need a quarterback. Stop playing. And I'm thinking like, I'm also thinking like, well, shit, maybe something going on behind the scenes that I don't know, right? Very much giving draft day. I don't know if you ever see the movie Draft Day. Very much giving, yeah, very Bo Callahan. Very giving Bo Callahan. But I'm just looking. Third round comes. The Browns pick Dylan Gabriel. Okay, Shedeur's right there. And mind you, it came out they were supposed to pick Shedeur with that third round pick. They ended up picking Dylan Gabriel. Why the fuck would you waste a y'all wasted a whole pick? Either y'all could have if y'all panicked and decided to, go get Dylan Gabriel and you panicked and just got him. Kind of weird. Okay, that's weird as fuck when Shedeur is sitting right there. and you knew you still was gonna take Shedeur because we seen him took y'all took him with the fifth round pick. That doesn't make any sense to me. Now you have Kenny Pickett, a 40-year-old Joe Flacco on a roster, Dylan Gabriel, and Shedeur Sanders. This is the most mismatched QB room in I've ever seen in NFL history.
And cripple Deshaun Watson.
Like, we are not counting the toucher because that nigga tore his Achilles again, so he's a non-fucking factor at this point. They just waiting for the Cleveland Browns is waiting to fucking cut him. They just don't want to cut him while he's injured right now.
Yeah.
Um, it's gonna look bad. So I'm like, y'all picked Dylan Gabriel. You took once again you took the number four nigga before the number two nigga. Sometimes, but I know some people had Dylan Gabriel third. Cool. I had Jackson third. Some people had Dylan Gabriel third. But to me, he the consensus number four nigga. So you took the number four nigga before you took the number two nigga. What the fuck is going on? And people, and I know before the draft, it was people were saying that, you know, um, oh, Shedeur has like an attitude about him. He got this arrogance to him. And it just like, have y'all been paying attention to some of the quarterbacks that have been coming out in the last few years? Let's run a few back the last like almost decade plus. DeMarcus Russell, Johnny Manziel. This nigga was coked up, a drug addict, didn't learn the playbook, running amok in fucking Cleveland. Okay, who else is just was a fucking Joe Mixon? The man, regardless how I felt, hey, he being boop bop a bitch. I mean, he fell to the fourth round. Yeah, like he being boop bop a bitch. Like I understand why he did it, but he still did it, and he fell to the fourth round. Like, what are we doing here? Like we're really making somebody drop to the fifth round because y'all don't like him because y'all find him to be arrogant. And then I'm in agreement with a lot of the analysts because it was things coming about Shedeur that scouts or whatever was saying about him and personnel. Why don't y'all put this y'all name on this shit? Stop fucking hiding behind news sources because obviously it's integrity in journalism. So obviously you want to keep your source safe. But if you're saying some outlandish shit, if you're saying something so critical of somebody to make them drop four fucking rounds, you need to put your name on this shit. You stop hiding because y'all talk shit and y'all wasted a day before the draft. Just to fuck up shit. And back to Cleveland, y'all wasted a whole third round pick. Y'all still need a running back. I thought it was dumb. Hey, y'all traded back. Nigga, Gentry right there. They took a defensive tackle. Oh my god. Okay, I guess. Like fuck, like we know y'all gonna finish bottom of the fucking division, but goddamn, at least try to make some type of effort to put up the force. Like like we really trying to compete.
I'm trying to
Like
do the
their whole draft to me was all over the place. Like they were just doing shit. They were just clicking buttons. Cleveland, the entire day, just clicking buttons. I guess we'll choose this player.
Nah, Madden, in the fantasy draft, you just pick the fastest nigga on the
Yeah,
receiver.
yeah. It was what the fuck? Y'all need receivers. Y'all need running back. And now I understand they took one of the Ohio State's running backs. I think they took Henderson.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, they took Henderson. And I understand, hey, but Gentry was right there. Y'all sent him to fucking the Raiders? First of all, I texted you about that. I said I'll be mad as fuck if I was Gentry. Y'all sent me to the fucking Raiders. That line was abysmal when it came to the run game last year. I seen
Yeah.
Alexander Madison run for 2.9 yards a fucking carry. What the fuck are we doing here? and then and just watching like everybody reactions in real time of like, Yo, we ain't never seen a number two nigga like in terms of rankings in the NFL draft in terms of teams that need a quarterback. The drop so fucking far. I get, hey, you drop to the third round. Happens. To the fifth, and you're the number two quarterback on pretty much everybody's fucking board? That's weird. Now it's coming out. The owners were telling the GMs, take him off the board. You mean completely? You don't want to drop him. Take him off completely. Okay, that's fucking weird. Cause I was hoping like the Jaguars would trade actually would get him. I'm like, it makes sense. Y'all already drafted Travis Hunter. Now we draft his homeboy too.
Yeah, but
Now,
they just paid Lawrence, and
yeah.
that's the
Okay.
I think
Let me.
that's the thing about him. That's the thing about Shedeur. It limits his because of the aura around him. Let's say aura, right?
Mm-hmm.
That he comes with a team that has a quarterback that that is kind of iffy.
Mm-hmm.
Teams don't want to take that risk of picking him because if your quarterback is just say they're just struggling, like Trevor Lawrence for example, he has
Yeah.
times he's really good, times he's really really bad. All you're gonna hear in the media is push your in, and I don't think they
Okay.
want
I have a question though. I have a question though.
to.
Is Trevor Lawrence Buns? Is
No,
Trevor Lawrence Buns?
I don't think he's buttons. I don't think he's buttons.
He's hot fucking garbage. Based on the hype around him, this guy was supposed to be the next Luck. They
He was.
called him he was supposed to be the most surefire prospect. He's fucking ass. You're talking about the same guy who they was playing real well, made the play, and then towards the end of the season started playing hot fucking abysmal. Missed the playoffs because of him playing hot fucking garbage.
And that's the
Uh,
vision right there.
yeah, divisional games is with that too. Like they losing divisional games with him. Hot fucking garbage. He's a bust. He's a bust. I wish teams would realize, hey, you know what? We fucked up. Mm, you been here 4 or 5 years and we ain't really done shit. I ain't wanted the fucking division. Time to go. Get the fuck out of here. Skedaddle, nigga. Let's keep it real about Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence is not that dude. At best, he's a low level starter. At
I
worst,
think
he's a high end
he type
backup.
of quarterback. He definitely needs probably a lot around him.
Yeah, and also it came out today like some of the teams were worried that um if let's say the team is going down south or whatever, the team they have Shedeur on the team, they're gonna ask for Dion to come coach. Dion has already said he don't want to coach the NFL. He want to stay strictly in fucking college. He doesn't want to go to the NFL, so I don't know why y'all worrying about that. Then it's the simple fact, well, the league was upset because Dion said, "Oh, we're gonna control the narrative on where Trevor Hunter goes and his son goes." Why is that not a problem? Y'all been allowing this from the jump. Have we gotten John Elway? Have we gotten fucking Eli Manning? Like those are the main two prime fucking examples. My grandma still hate fucking John Elway to this day for what they did to the Baltimore Colts. Nigga, you go threaten to go play baseball? Nigga, first of all, you're not that good. They drafted you hella late in the hella rounds. You're not that great. Slow your roll. And then it is like y'all making up all the excuses in the world on why this man has dropped. It's not that he didn't want to like I just with you. It's not that he didn't want to compete. It just I think it was more of like him not throwing at the combine and shit. This is more a protective of investment because we now know when it comes to this combine experience. Even Keon Coleman talked about it um during the interview with is it Mero? Yeah, I think no. The one of the dudes from Des and Mero and Carmelo Anthony, he was saying like the way that they go about shit, they want you to fuck up so they don't pick you. Like they really trying to plan for you to fucking fail. And and like I said, y'all not picking a dude over arrogance. There's been plenty. Y'all don't think Cam Ward is fucking arrogant? I think he's worse than Shedeur. I think Shedeur know when to shut the fuck up. Cam, Cam. I understand. For some white people, Cam is like, oh, he's calm, cool, collected. He don't really say much. Cam, I'm gonna let y'all know. Cam is one of them niggas. He's gonna do as he want and as he pleases. Why do you think he be standing in the fucking backfield? Not no footwork, no nothing. Just throwing the ball.
And just
That exactly. That nigga does what the fuck he wants. He does the fuck as he pleases. And y'all think y'all can finna control him? Good fucking luck in Tennessee. Good fucking luck. Even the interaction that he had with Shedeur, you can tell this nigga is cocky as fuck. Yapping off the mouth. But because he doesn't do it as loudly as Shedeur, or the focus not primarily on him, y'all don't recognize that. Y'all just recognize the Sanders name. Not only that, look who his daddy is. I expect nothing less from a Sanders. His daddy talk shit all day long about people. He can. He's the greatest corner of all time, one of the greatest defensive players of all time. He can do as he pleases. He's able to say as he pleases. If he want to control the narrative about where his son goes, what's wrong with that?
the only argument I have to that.
Because you don't think when Archie get out, when it's time for Archie to get out, you don't think they gonna the man or once again not gonna control the narrative about where Archie goes? Let Archie end up someplace they don't want him to go, or he expresses that I don't want to go there. You don't think they won't pull another Eli?
What did Eli? What did Eli do in the NFL?
I'm talking about before that though. I'm talking about draft process
Was Eli a better prospect than Shedeur?
coming out. No,
Well, I feel like that kind of plays a little bit of a part. I feel like
because
that part in that.
You can say like people were trying to make that comparison on Peyton, right? Like Peyton is this arrogant dude.
Yeah,
Um, Peyton is one of the three highest graded prospects of all fucking time. He is quite literally a transcendent talent, generational talent, one of none.
yeah,
There's never going to probably be another Peyton Manning. Manning that's going to come close. Manning going to try to replicate his work, but there's only one fucking Peyton. You can't replicate that. I can guarantee we can get plenty of fucking Eli's. And
yeah.
I'm not saying Eli's a bad quarterback, but for what he did in the league, you can make a plenty of Eli's. Even coming out, if looking back, do like you asked, do I think Shedeur was a better prospect than Eli Manning coming out? Yes, 100%. Yet Eli had issues throwing interceptions in college. Shedeur didn't really have that problem. You like my main criticism of Shedeur, he holds the ball too long, take too many sacks, don't know when to throw the ball away. But as far as throwing interceptions, he was the most accurate quarterback last year.
Yeah, yeah, he's really good with keeping the football.
And 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 then I see people talking about, well, the scheme that he's in, the scheme that he was in. Of course, as an offensive coordinator, you're supposed to protect your players. You're supposed to put them in schemes that works for them.
yeah,
There are very few players in the NFL where you can just plug and play.
yeah,
It would just work. It's very few. Everybody needs to work within a scheme to a certain extent.
yeah.
Why do you think, for instance, I'm gonna use my team as an example, Darius Leonard. When Gus and Flabrous left, ended up getting hurt. The dynamic changed. He couldn't play the same. So much he was playing so fucking bad. You got to get out. They cut him middle of the season. Haven't heard of him since. So, and let's get to this other part. Now doing a draft, Shedeur's prank call. Okay, it happens. This is not the first time. But what threw red flag for me up, he was like, hey, nobody has this number. This is a number specifically for NFL coaches.
Yeah.
That means this number either got leaked or somebody got a hold of it. Now it came to find out it was the Atlanta Falcons defensive coordinator's son. And stop calling him a fucking kid. He's a grown ass man. He's 21. Prank calling motherfuckers, fucking up. Because I know Shedeur in that moment watching his fucking stock fucking fall is hurting him. You can tell, and thank God for his older brother Shiloh doing the big brother work, trying to keep his spirits good as fuck.
I'll tell you this: seeing him say whenever the person said you got to wait a little longer, you
Hmm.
can it's
Yeah.
see him say you can see him. He was like, what he said, and then his brother was like, nigga, you know what he said? You was on the phone with him. So when that basically was him like trying to disassociate. Like I know I did not just hear that. You know.
Yeah. And
So
then to come to find it, like I said, then to come to find out, not only did this excuse me, not kid, this grown ass man called Shedeur and prank called him. He also probably called Kyler Warren because Kyler Warren also received a prank call during the draft, during the Bears pick.
did you see Isaiah Bonds one?
Yeah, Isaiah Bond as well. So they all think it's coming from the same dude.
Oh man, that shit was that shit. That
I
shit.
said, I said, punish them. The league need to punish them. Now, mind you, they hit them with a fine today. Not enough. Make these niggas lose a draft pick. Cause this type of shit should not happen. I get it if it's a regular ass nigga in the street getting the phone number, cool. But this is NFL personnel. Y'all need to have y'all shit under lock and fucking key. Ain't no way your son grabs your iPad and he's pulling NFL numbers out of the fucking iPad.
Wild work, man.
Fucking responsible. And guess what? We would have known it was him in the first place if his dumbass didn't record it.
Record himself, yeah, like
In the dorm room. So I know he go to a big school. You on a big school campus, you record yourself basically but pranking somebody in the moment of like, yo, like this is a bad time for them and you prank calling them. Now niggas want your head, now you scared to come outside. Nah, nigga, come on out. Come on out. Come on out. Come on out, bro. And then ultimately, I feel like this about the Shedeur situation. How they are treating Shedeur Sanders, saying this nigga's not talented, this nigga can't play, he shouldn't have been picked at all. It's the same motherfuckers who talk about Andrew Reese like that. Even though that girl has won on every single team that she has played for, she has won a championship for in some shape or form fashion. In high school, college, and being a pro. On every shape, form, on every level, she has fucking won. Saying that she can't play because obviously, hey, she struggled with layups. Cool. You know who also struggled with layups? Dennis fucking Rodman. The motherfucker averaged 11 points one time in his career. He averaged double digits one time. She was putting up 13 and 13. Like saying that somebody can't play because you don't like them, fucking weird to me. I don't like Patrick Mahomes. He's a white man. He's a white biracial man. But guess what? I understand the motherfucker can play. He's a good
yeah.
quarterback. There's a difference. Y'all saying Shedeur can't fucking play because y'all don't like him because y'all find him to be arrogant. Y'all find him to be outspoken. He wear that nice ass jewelry. Goddamn Tennessee accent. Uh, he wears nice necklaces and shit. Y'all say, oh, he need to be humbled. They say the same shit about Angel Reese. Doesn't matter how many points she put up. Doesn't matter how many rebounds she get. Then y'all say the rebounds don't count because they on home misses. And the stats show, you take away our offensive rebounds, she still would have led the league. It's shit like that. They're like this entire situation is bigger than what it really is. Like this is the league saying, get him, make him an example. So we seen it with Colin. Have you seen anybody else in the NFL protest since Colin since
Fuck,
Colin left?
fuck no.
Ain't nobody tried. That shit got cut off real quick. So you don't think for the next crop of QBs coming out, they trying to sew up these next crop of QBs trying to come out because they probably tired of the Divas quarterbacks, these arrogant quarterbacks. Because Baker Mayfield's arrogant as fuck too. I get where his arrogance comes from. Hey, motherfucker, you walked on at Texas Tech, won the position battle there, then you left. You went to Oklahoma, you won a Heisman. I get where your arrogance is from. But he also an arrogant player.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
you hear, but
plays
you
with,
hear it differently though.
but I think there's different types of because those are all like chips, right? Like you're playing with a chip on your shoulder, right? But those are different types of chips. Like
Exactly,
they,
it's called something different though. It's playing with a chip on your shoulder. He's passionate.
yeah.
But with Shedeur, it's all negatives. Why can't Shedeur be passionate or he's he got that pride about himself type shit?
Well, in what moment in Shadeur's college career has he had to really grind like that? Where you can say he was not where you can say without a shadow of a doubt he was not handed that. And I think that's kind of the problem is like people are like, look,
Y'all,
this guy might be good,
people
but
people forget when he was at Jackson State, his own daddy benched him for being late. People forget about that. People forget about that first year at Jackson State. They was not winning the first year.
no.
Dion was there. People forget about that. So for him to say like, oh, he's been handed to a certain extent, yeah, he been his daddy been his coach since when it for however how long, right? Cool. It'd be different if nigga was hot fucking ass of getting opportunities, which of a lot of us who are former football players and football players have problems with when it comes to the coach kids. They are ass and can't play,
Yeah.
but yet they still start. With
Yeah.
Shedeur, he can play. It just happens. It just happened that his daddy is the head coach. Y'all forget Shedeur was at a whole nother school and decided to flip commitment to Jackson State. Y'all forget about that.
Yeah.
His son Shiloh too. Shiloh was at South Carolina playing. I get it. He wasn't really doing much there, but at the same time, he was at a bigger D1 school. So what's the problem?
I,
Because
I, I
some of these NFL kids I've been seeing, they going to mids, they going to lower level Division 1s. Very few are going now. Mind you, they got a couple at Notre Dame. I'm like, all right, y'all got something here. They got like 4 or 5 NFL kids just running amok in your fucking hallways. But a lot of these NFL kids, they going to lower level Division 1s.
yeah. Yeah.
And then even when he after he left Jackson State and he was going to Colorado, what people were saying about Shedeur? Oh, he's not going to make it. He ain't going to make it at a bigger Division 1. The first year was rocky. We understand that.
Mm-hmm.
First year, new program, new. I think they didn't bring the offense coordinator from Jackson State with them. All that shit, right? Got to work out the kinks. Next year they went 9-3.
Yeah.
What's the fuck? What is the problem?
I I
Because,
guess that
in my opinion, I think the pressure's on Dion this year. You ain't got your kids here. You ain't got Travis Hunter. What you gonna do? Let's see how really good your recruiting is. Because the QBs they brought in the Liberty QB, who had a real good year in 23. He struggled last year in 24. They brought him in, and they brought in a 5-star recruit. with the freshman. I can't think of his name. I think his last name is Newman.
I think so.
So it goes to show. I think the more pressure on him because now you ain't got your sons and you ain't got Travis Hunter here. What you gonna do? Y'all both without each other. It just happened to show your son. Hey, he's in the NFL. You don't want to go to the NFL. That's okay. That's cool. But now your son, hey, he got to do what he got to do. Now, mind you, I do think Cleveland got it a exceptional pick in Shedeur, fifth round overall, 144 pick. Y'all made that man lose over $50 million, and I hope he had an insurance policy out on that shit too, based on how many rounds he fucking fell and how many picks he fell. But at the same time, y'all wasted a fucking pick and picking Dylan Gabriel. So either y'all gonna use him as fucking trade fodder at some point, because I know you Dylan Gabriel is going to fail. He's not gonna be the starting quarterback of the Cleveland Browns. I'm gonna let y'all know this now. Cleveland, he's not gonna fucking start.
I'm gonna clip this.
So
If he ends up
he's
good, bro, that'd be crazy.
huh?
I said, we gotta make sure we clip this just in case he was to, if he was like, what if he won the
Yeah,
job or
he's
whatever.
not gonna start. I'm gonna let you know now. He's not gonna start. You talking about a motherfucker that's a product that is a product of a system? He played at
I
Oregon.
mean, he has the most. He's
He
played the
played
most.
at Oregon. I don't want to hear it.
He,
He played at Oregon. Name one great Oregon QB that has came out in the last 20 years. I'll wait. I'll wait.
no
Ain't
comment.
been one. The closest one has been Marcus Mariota, and he's
That's
been
what I was about to
buns.
say. Yeah,
He's been buns. He career fucking backup.
he's trash. Yeah, he
Ain't been a good Oregon QB to come out since God knows when.
didn't Justin Herbert play at Oregon High?
Justin, excuse me, Justin Herbert, and I think he transferred there. So did he? Did it really count?
I mean, he got
Matter of
drafted.
fact, let's look it up. Let's look it up. Let's look it up. Let's see what. Let's look up Justin Herbert, bro.
He said, I forgot about Justin Herbert. I forgot. I was like, there's one tall white quarterback they had that's pretty good. Who is it? I was like, who is it? Who is the
But
quarterback?
even then, you can say Justin Herbert hasn't lived up to his potential. He can't seem to beat the fucking Chiefs.
No, he's just starting to kind of figure it out. Feels like, damn, he just got paid too. Think about it.
I
Man,
mean,
these
yeah, he
niggas
got.
getting paid.
I'm like, yeah, like fuck. He first of all, goddamn, that nigga 6'6". Goddamn, that nigga big as fuck. Pause.
That's a big nigga. God damn.
Okay, he was there from 2016 to 2019, so that means he was probably there the entire time. He was there the entire time. Okay, take that back. Justin Herbert is the last decent, good, acceptable QB from fucking Oregon. Name anybody else. There's a huge fucking gap between one and two.
Bo Nix.
Bo Nix played at fucking Auburn. He was hot fucking garbage.
Yeah, but he went to Ohio when he went to Oregon. He was good.
They put also he was in the system. It helps.
But he translated to NFL though.
Once
He
again,
translated.
look who his head coach is.
That's true.
We're not gonna pass the fact Sean Payton is not the coach of the fucking Denver Broncos. We're not gonna pass by that. We ain't gonna act like Sean Payton ain't put in fucking master classes with
It's not
fucking
easy to
damn
be a
Drew
quarterback for
Brees.
Sean Payton. It's not easy to be a quarterback for Sean Payton though.
Yeah,
It's
we,
not.
we see with Russell. Russell had to get the fuck up out of there.
He said, "Yeah, I can't fuck with this." Nah.
Well, it's not even that. It's just more of they didn't fuck with each other. I think it was just
Yeah.
like I don't like him, he don't like me, but let's call this let's call spade a spade. Let's get the fuck out of here.
His Russell, his scheme. Russell can't do that.
Yeah,
It's not Russell's game. So it was a mismatch anyway. Any damn way.
yeah.
You know.
People just think because you get a real good coach and a real good QB, they gonna mesh well. No, that shit not gonna work. And we seen
Mm-mm.
it firsthand with them. But like I said, with Bo Nix, we're not gonna act like look who his head coach is. Even with Patrick Mahomes. Hey, hey. Chiefs fans, hey,
They gonna
I
hate this one.
remember, I remember people was criticizing y'all for picking Patrick Mahomes with the 10th overall pick because y'all traded up with the fucking Bears to get him. Y'all traded up with the Bears to get Patrick Mahomes. Y'all was getting criticized out the ass. Because first of all, Patrick was probably going to be a second round pick, second to third. Let's keep it G. Cause let's fucking face it. Yeah, he was throwing a shit ton of numbers at Texas Tech. That nigga wasn't winning. That nigga wasn't really a winner at Texas Tech. Let's keep it a G. Hmm. Yeah, this nigga threw up 742 yards. Great.
The
Fantastic. Can he win consistently?
Hey, the greater question. Mahomes goes to the Bears. What happens?
He would struggle until he get a good offensive coach. I think Patrick still would have succeeded. Like he has the arm talent, right? That was never the problem. It's just more of like this nigga even admitted, oh, I didn't know how to read defenses until I got to the league. Nigga, how the fuck so you making it based on fucking talent? You just or even better, nigga, you be playing in a scheme. Cause didn't he play for who's the OC for the Commanders?
Oh, yeah, Cliff Kingsbury.
Yeah, he played for Cliff. Cliff was the
Yeah,
head coach.
yeah,
He was the head coach. Nigga, we ain't forgot. I ain't forgot.
yeah.
Almost did, but I ain't forget. They was not winning shit at fucking Texas Tech. I remember everybody next day. You pick fucking Patrick Mahomes the 10th overall pick. Nigga, you crazy. You should have picked Trubisky. Now, mind you, now in hindsight,
Hindsight, yeah.
crazy, yeah, crazy, crazy for the Bears to go with fucking picking Trubisky. However, during that time, it's kind of like, yeah, that pick doesn't make any sense. Kansas City, what the fuck are y'all doing?
I mean, that was just the perfect marriage, man. Like, I don't think Mahomes would be what he is now if he would have went somewhere
If
else.
he get with Andy Reid, if he would have got hooked up with Andy Reid and be able to sit under Alex Smith for that year, who the fuck knows, right?
And
I just know, like I said, that year I decided to go to the Chiefs camp because I wanted to see him like throw or whatever. And he threw his first pass, he missed it to Tyreek. He overthrew him. Mind you, this is like a 66, 67 yard ball. I said, oh, Alex ain't gonna be here next year. And I said that. I got a whole bunch of people. And it was like, what you mean? He's gonna sit at least 2 years. Mm-mm. What is the main problem with Alex Smith? He can't throw the ball downfield. If he needs to make a big throw, he can't do it.
yeah,
We just seen somebody throw the ball 50 something yards air distance wise for a 66 some pass, and he missed it. Y'all don't think he's gonna be starting next year? What happened? They hurry. Soon as the season ended, they hurry up and send fucking Alex Smith to the goddamn Commanders.
yep.
So people like with just like I said, ending on the Shedeur shit. People need to see the bigger picture. Cause they just looking at some people I think are just looking at it at a finite lens. They just seeing it through whatever blinders they got on. Hatred for black people, hatred for the Sanders family, hatred for niggas that wear big ass chains. I don't fucking know, but some of these fucking critiques I've been hearing is kind of like, this ain't it. Even like on your video that we posted on our TikTok page. Hey, there's so many white people agreeing for me. Especially this one white woman that was on there. I'm like, uh, I don't know. When one white people start agreeing with you on certain point, and they start making certain points on videos, the comments and shit, they take a step back. Let's reevaluate what the fuck I just said, because ain't no way that what I just said should be in congruence with what the majority of white people are saying. Because I know majority
Yeah.
of white people, these niggas hate Shedeur for the most part. A good 55 to 57% tops. They hate this nigga Shedeur. Okay, they think he should be humbled. They don't think he can fucking play, etc. Right? So if I say something that white people are agreeing with when it comes to Shedeur, hold
Hold on
on,
now.
pause. Hold on, pause. Take a step back. What did I just say? Let me reevaluate that. Oh shit. But man, this has been a good episode. We about to get up
Word
on out
so.
of here. Yeah, so this is the first episode we're dropping this week. The next episode that we're dropping is going to be specifically for our teams. We're going to talk about our
Yeah.
teams, Indianapolis Colts and the Panthers.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about them and talk about the draft selections that they made and go in depth with them. Um, Make sure to follow us on TikTok, Facebook, X, or fucking Twitter. Spotify. You can find our show on Spotify, iHeart, iTunes. Trying to think where else. Trying to think where else. Goddamn. SoundCloud. You can find us on SoundCloud. I had to
There you
find
go.
it. I had to find it. I had to find it. And yeah, well, we gonna be back. Talking about the mixing up the sports and politics next show.
Yep.
So keep on the lookout for that for next week. One final thing. So month is our last month for season one. So we got about 3 to 4 episodes left,
Mm-hmm.
and we done for a month, and we're gonna take a step back. We're gonna push content that we got heavy. We're gonna
Yeah.
push it heavy, and I'm gonna take a month off. We're gonna come back July, and we got some big things planned for y'all. So you stay on tune for that with the updates and whatnot. Thank y'all for listening.
Appreciate y'all, man. Very much appreciate it. We love doing this. We love doing this.
That's a wrap for this episode of Gridiron to Capitol Hill. Thanks for tuning in and being part of the conversation where sports and politics collide. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook for more. Until next time, keep the game strong on and off the field. See you soon.